Hi friends!
Hello everyone!
Welcome to another episode of My Life as a Disney Cast Member. Today we're going to talk about something that it may help you, it may not, you may not care. Today we're going to talk about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and some tips, tricks, and everything else in between to help you guys navigate what a fun day that will be. We recently went to the party and I just thought I would share some tips, not only from a guest but from a cast member standpoint, what the best way to go about everything is. First things first, you can, if you don't have a day pass and you're going just to the party, you can check in at 4 o'clock. Now this may not matter to you, but it's very important. If you intend to meet one of the special characters that are out, there's a whole bunch of them. There's 7 Dwarfs, there's Jack and Sally, there's Tarzan, and I don't know the gorilla's name that's there, but there's a gorilla there, I forget his name. It's very important to pick. Now this is all to help maximize everything that you can do during your party. So if you plan on meeting a character, pick one character that you really want to meet, unless you want to spend your whole night in character lines, because sometimes those lines can reach 1 to 2 hours each, and you only have 5 hours at the party. So find one that you really want to meet. Jack and Sally are together. That seems to be the most popular. So my tip here for you is, when you check in at 4, go straight to where they line up. Jack and Sally go where Tiana and Prince Naveen go, which is right next to Liberty Square and Adventureland. There's a bridge there, and then there's a little gazebo. You want to go there. That's where Jack and Sally go, which is the most popular. Go there right at 4. Yes, you're still waiting 3 hours, but you're not wasting your party time, which is obviously the whole point of going to the party, is to enjoy the party. And when you do check in, make sure you go through the bypass on Main Street. They have little Halloween statues of like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, and all the other ones that they're cute to see, and they got music playing, a big blow-up banner. It's a lot of fun to walk through. Now, if you're in the park on your party day and you're staying the whole day, which is a very long day, so congrats, we did 12 hours, which was long. But if you are there, check in at one of the interior check-in spots. There's one in Tomorrowland, one in Adventureland, and one in Fantasyland. Time saving to go get in your character line because the wait's going to be very minimal. Same thing, they start at 4. Ours started a little earlier, like 3:45, so it wasn't too bad. We were there for like 20 minutes waiting before they opened, and then we were second in line, so we went right through. You meet your character. We didn't do any character meet and greets, but if you meet the character, usually the more popular ones, they start a little earlier, so you'll have some time to maybe go on a ride or two before the party actually starts. Party starts, this is where you actually trick or treat. They have the dance party. From 7 till about 9:45, you have to enjoy the party, enjoy trick-or-treating, hit as many treat spots as you can. We got 16.5 pounds of candy. I actually weighed it. It was, so we have a lot of candy to eat over the next year or two. But it's a lot of fun. You run through, trick-or-treat. Some cast members give you a whole bunch. Some give you just a little bit. Obviously, in Disney World, everyone's a kid. So adults can trick-or-treat, kids can trick-or-treat, grandma can trick-or-treat, your service dog can trick-or-treat, everybody can trick-or-treat. Adults as well can dress up. A lot of people don't know. Mary and I were going to dress up. We kind of lost track of time and ran out of time to make our costumes, but adults can dress up. Just look up the costume guidelines, because there are some. I mean, you can wear, like, one guy was wearing like a ship or something. You can wear a lot of things. Masks are usually prohibited for everyone, even kids. I have seen some kids sneak in some scary masks and stuff, but they're usually prohibited. But look up the costume guidelines, because everyone can dress up and everyone can enjoy the party. Everything the kids can do, you can do. And don't forget to check out the dance parties. They have special characters at the dance party. The one at Tomorrowland had George, Sully, and Mike from Monsters, Inc. And then the Disney Pixar one in the back by Storybook Circus has Vampirina, which is a new character, and Doc McStuffin. So it was exciting that Bella got to go see Vampirina, because she loves that show. So I was lucky. So during your 2.5-hour trip, pretty much all the rides are open. So that's your time to trick-or-treat. We use it to exclusively trick-or-treat and do the dance party. And we didn't ride any rides during that time. It was a lot of fun just running around, listening to the music, trick-or-treating, meeting the new characters at the dance party, because we didn't want to waste any time in the meet and greet section. And then once around 9:30, 9:45, we ran to the hub in front of Cinderella's castle to get our spot for the fireworks. Now, HalloWishes is a 180-degree fireworks show. There are some projections on the castle, but nothing really that you need to see up close. It's like ghosts and bats and lighting effects and stuff like that. So to get the best view of the fireworks show, you want to stand a little farther back from the castle. You don't want to be really in the central hub around the partner statue. You want to be a little closer to like Casey's Corner, like right where that street is. front of Casey's Corner. That way you can see everything without having to turn your head like that. The fireworks start at 10:15. Like I said, try and get there about 20-30 minutes before, and you should get a decent spot. You don't have to go crazy like during the day, because there are a limited number of people in attendance throughout that trip, throughout the event. Next is the Boot to You parade. So what we did was, after the fireworks, which were about 15 minutes, so it's about 10:30 when the fireworks are over, we ran to Frontierland and got to this spot right here. Now if you don't know where this is like before Splash Mountain, right next to Pecos Bill. It is right here, right at the beginning of the fireworks route. The parade route. What happens is, and a lot of people do this, they'll stay there for the fireworks, they'll watch the fireworks, and then they'll stay there for the parade, which starts at 11:15. But what they don't realize is that the parade takes about 15 minutes to reach where it starts to the center of the castle, and then it's about 10-15 minute show. So by the time the parade ends, the party's over, just about. You have like 15 minutes. So the best is to go to the spot that I showed you and be there about 10 minutes before 11:15, because the Headless Horseman comes out about 5 minutes. It may vary by a couple minutes, but about 5 minutes before. So you want to see him run through the parade route. He's pretty cool. He was my favorite, actually. On that part of the parade route, he doesn't really run. It's more of a fast gallop. The only time I've ever seen him actually run is down Main Street, like down between Casey's Corner and the ice cream shop, down that little strip. But I've seen him not do it sometimes, so it's hit or miss, and seeing him run is not really that important to me. So we did that. Now, why that's important is because that maximizes your time, because the parade, your part of the parade, will be over about 11:30, maybe 11:28. So that gives you a half hour to ride a couple more rides before the party ends. We did that, and then we went to Pirates of the Caribbean, which is Halloween themed per se. They have actually live pirates on the ride, entertaining you as you go through the normal ride. So it was a lot of fun when we did that. So after the parade, we rode Pirates, and then we ran to the center stage to watch the Hocus Pocus show, which the last one's right at the end of the party. That show, you really want to try and get closer. All the villains come out onto the stage, so you want to try and get as close as possible to get, so you can see them. It's easier to see them, obviously, if you're closer. And then after that, the party's over. So using that kind of schedule, you maximize what you can do within the party. You get to see all the shows, all the parades, get to trick or treat, see the dance parties, and you can meet one character. You know, Minnie's there, Mickey's there, they're all dressed in their Halloween costumes, so they are special characters. But like the ones we noticed that were never in the park are Jack and Sally, Tarzan, and
I did see Jafar.
And Jafar. And I think Moana was there too. We didn't even look up the list, but there's a lot of unique characters, and the Seven Dwarfs. If you want to maximize what you're doing, if you want to do all the things, you really can only meet one or two characters, so use your time wisely, that's all I'm saying. Also, for the people that have allergies to certain foods, they do have allergy-friendly trick-or-treating. There's two bags. There's the normal bag that you get, and then there's a teal-colored bag. The teal color obviously just lets the cast member know that you have food allergies, and instead of giving you the handfuls of candy, they give you tokens. Now you take these tokens. There's two spots. Let's look at my map. There's one in the Liberty Square Guest Relations area. It's right next to where they do like the Muppet Show and Hall of Presidents. And then there's one by the Main Street Theater, Tony's Restaurant over there. So your kids or yourself can trick or treat. They'll give you the tokens. You can go around trick or treating, and then you can exchange the tokens for the actual treat. They have like applesauce and allergy-friendly candies, stuff like that. So everybody can enjoy the party. And obviously there's specialty treats. There's Jack Skellington desserts, Hitchhiking Ghost, Oogie Boogie, Maleficent, Madame Leota, Worms and Dirt dessert. Obviously those are scattered throughout the park, so as you're going through, if you want to stop and get special not so scary treats, you have to go to certain locations. If you don't have a day ticket and you want to check in at 4, make sure you get there at least an hour early, because people do start lining up. One of the cast members said at like 3:30 there's like 300 people in line at the front of the park waiting to check in. So you are wasting your time waiting to do certain things, but you're not wasting your party time, which is the most important time, obviously. Check in at 4, wait in line at the character you really want to meet. That gives you about 2 hours 45 minutes to trick or treat, do the dance parties, and then watch the fireworks at 10:15. Head over to the start of the parade route in Frontierland. Then after that, you can have time to ride one more ride, because the wait lines are almost non-existent during the party. And then head to the stage to watch Hocus Pocus. And then you can hang out for a little bit after. You could go to the ice cream store to get some ice cream to end off the night while all the traffic leaves, and you can go into the Emporium and do some shopping, some not so scary shopping, and everything else you would like to enjoy on your way out of Magic Kingdom. And a little mommy interruption for a tip: if you do have kids and you're staying all day throughout Magic Kingdom, bring the costumes in separate bags and have the kids change, because while Florida's very hot and humid, and your kids aren't going to last that long in the costume. So what we did was we had them dress in comfortable, cool clothes, and then right around 5:30, 6 o'clock, we let them change into their costume, even though they asked incessantly to change into their costumes all day. But it does make them more bearable to deal with, because as you know, Halloween costumes aren't always the most comfortable thing to wear. And that pretty much sums up my tips for the Halloween party. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, make sure you leave them in the comments below and I will answer them. Anyway, we will see you next week on My Life as a Disney Cast Member. Peace!